If you can find your best friend and you have the hots for them, like that's ideal. The trust, the companionship, it's the acceptance. It's that level of love and trust and willingness. Today's actually going to be fun because the whole theme of today is nurturing friendship and fun. And I love this one because, again, it's remembering why do we even get together? And what's life about other than just enjoying each other and enjoying life? And so we want to be able to really put that at the forefront of our relationship. One of my good friends, who's a famous relationship coach, says, marry your best friend that you have the hots for. Like, if you can find your best friend and you have the hots for them, like, that's ideal. And because again, you're spending the majority of your life with this person. And so you want this person to be that best friend in your life. And there are certain, things that we want to bring to mind and also remember whenever we consider how do we treat our best friend? Let me remember that this is my best friend. This person cares about me like a best friend. And always putting that at the forefront of our mind keeps us from sliding down that downward slope of getting so caught up in life and so comfortable with the person in front of us that they become our punching bag, that they become the person we dump on and we forget to nurture that friendship. Because we've all had friends where after a while, they just start dumping on us, and we're like, why am I even here? Think about elementary school, think about middle school, think about high school. Those friends that all of a sudden you're just like, they're just a nag, or they're always putting me down, like they're not a friend anymore. So, what creates a friendship? Again, putting that at the forefront and incorporating playfulness and laughter into the relationship. We want to play, we want to laugh. One of the things that told me that my son found his soulmate was, when he was in high school, because they're high school sweethearts, I would be in the living room and my son's room is down the hall, and they would be in the room together. And I'd be doing my thing in the living room, and all I would hear is like laughter. And my son doesn't laugh around me. I guess I'm not funny. I think I'm funny, but he doesn't, like, we don't laugh together. But when I heard him laugh, it just made me feel good. And I'm like, great, he's found his best friend. And so we want to, again, nurture that and make sure we're still laughing. Make sure we're still laughing. And then planning shared activities and adventures together. I'll tell you, I have someone I'm working with, or someone I've worked with, wants to get back with his wife. And in the middle of their breakup, he had a girlfriend and he was like, we had so much fun and we went on these adventures. And I said, well, yeah, because that's new. What you need to do is bring that energy to your current relationship, because we're always wanting adventure. We're always wanting excitement. We're always wanting, that stimulation. And sometimes we get so comfortable in ourselves, and sometimes it's just us. We get complacent and lazy, but then years go down the road and or years go by and we think life's not fulfilling anymore. So we want to again place that attention and intention to planning shared activities and adventures. Again, friendship in marriage. Friendship plays a huge, huge role in marriage. And we want to consider how we can cultivate that deeper sense of friendship, the trust, the companionship, it's the acceptance. Because again, one of our biggest needs as human beings is to feel seen and heard and not judged. I have my two best friends and we've gone through a lot. You imagine we've known each other since we're 5 years old. And like, we don't judge. We've seen each other, drunk in their own vomit on the floor in a bush. And we've seen each other at our weddings, and there's no judgment, it's just full love, full acceptance. We'll roll our eyes and call each other names jokingly, but there's no judgment. There's no judgment. And there's trust. You know, there's 100% trust, and there's a trust in this person has my back. You know, it's that, you know, who can you call? I know this is a joke. Don't, you know, don't report me to the police, but who can you call at 2 in the morning and say, "Bring a shovel, we're burying a dead body, you know, be here." I mean, not that we're gonna kill anyone, but it's that type of person. You know, I actually, you know, my friend called me. It was Sunday night. It might have been at 6:30, and all she said is, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "Can you pick me up? I'm in San Diego." And I said, "Sure, text me the address." And I just like immediately got dressed, got in my car, and started driving. And then half an hour later, her husband calls, like, "Are you on your way?" And apparently she was drunk and passed out. So that's why she called me. But we were laughing because, and I picked her up and I brought her home because she needed to be at work. And anyway, it was a big ordeal. But he's like, "Did you know she was drunk?" And I said, "No, she just asked me to pick her up and that was it." Like no questions asked, right? That's what a friend, and we, you know, he's like, "Wow, you're a good friend." I'm like, "Well, that's what we do for each other." No, you know, someone says, "I'm in San Diego. Can you pick me up?" Sure, send me the address and no questions asked. So it's that level of love and trust and willingness to take care of each other that really creates that friendship.